dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoy's YouTube channel. Now yesterday almost everything we are covered in this topic of health and hygiene. Today we will be doing about only the indirect transmission part. So this is part 3 of health and hygiene. Now let us continue with today's part, that direct transmission in communicable diseases, which I have completed yesterday. Please go through it. If you are following any textbook, go through that book also, you will get it clear. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, dear students, and don't forget to like and share. Now we will move on to today's topic. Now, what are the learning objectives of today's lesson? The main learning objectives of today's lesson are indirect transmission, how it is caused like by vectors and by disease carriers. Now first we should know that what are vectors. Now the vectors, very common vectors are houseflies, mosquitoes and cockroaches. Now this how they are causing this type of indirect transmission, that details we will come to later in this part. Now first we will discuss that they are carrying, this houseflies, mosquitoes and cockroaches are carrying the pathogen from the reservoir, that is from the infected person to the healthy person, and these are acting as intermediaries and they are called vectors. Now how is it airborne transmission? How? Like we can say that the dried feces of some animals, they move around in air, so that when we inhale through air or dust, that causes several diseases like influenza, tuberculosis, common cold and pneumonia. Now all are mainly upper respiratory tract diseases and lung related disorders. Now next comes the waterborne disease, that is diseases which are spread through contaminated water, like microbes are present in water. During rainy season mostly this happens. What happens? The drinking water mixes with the sewage pipes, and they contain so many microorganisms that if we are not taking purified water through certain purifiers, we may intake all those diseases which will cause cholera, hepatitis B, diarrhea and other diseases. And the last one is dirty hands and fingers. We should always wash our hands before eating. This is mandatory, or else our hands, which are the main source, we are touching everything, we are holding everything. Wherever there are microorganisms, we will catch hold of that and we will eat it. So we don't know whether they are there in our present in our hand, and it is invisible, right? Microorganisms. So we should be very careful that we should wash our hands before eating. I know till you are 9th or 10th standard students, so it is not relevant to discuss about this, but this is told everywhere nowadays, that proper sanitation should be maintained for COVID protection. Washing hands is also a necessary measure. Now let us move on to the next slide. Now what are vectors? I have told you earlier also. These are intermediate carrier to transmit the pathogens to humans and animals, are called vectors. These are organisms such as insects and mites that act as intermediate carrier to transmit pathogens to humans and animals as vectors. Now they are transmitting diseases like malaria, dysentery, cholera, etc. Now we will study about the 3 prime vectors. What are those? They are housefly, mosquito and cockroach. Now let us start with the housefly. Now this everywhere in our house we'll be seeing, now and then they're coming and sitting in our food. Whatever is left open, they'll come and sit. Now we can't almost every time control these houseflies. Now what we can do is, what they do actually, how we get infected by these houseflies, we should know that. Now we can see here that these legs, these are all sticky legs. They go and sit on the dirty places, and what they do, those they pick up the filth and the pathogens from the dirty places, and they come and sit on our food. That is, the food is getting spoiled. Then this mouth part, that is also, when they touch anything or they sit on the pathogen or the dirty thing, the feces of a human being, they carry the dirty pathogens and they come and sit on our food. So food is infected, but we can't see that. That is microorganisms, right? Now next comes that they vomit. So their vomiting, their regurgitation, we don't know. They deposit feces on our foodstuff. So at times, if we notice properly, if the food is left open for a long time, if the fruits are cut and open, kept open on the table, we might find some dark spots like black spots. We can say that deposition of feces. But every time we don't see them, right, we ignore and we eat the stuff, and then causes we get cholera, we get dysentery, several things we get. So what are the diseases and how we can protect ourselves from these houseflies? Now first of all, we should come to the diseases. Now the viral diseases caused by housefly are poliomyelitis, hepatitis. Bacterial diseases are cholera, typhoid and bacillary dysentery, conjunctivitis, tuberculosis, leprosy, anthrax and Q fever. Protozoan diseases are also there, amoebic dysentery. These all mostly they are diseases which can cause death if they are caused in severe amount, and they should be treated properly. And tapeworm eggs and nematodes are also carried through this houseflies only. So how we can prevent these diseases? First of all, we can eliminate their breeding places. We can keep our surroundings clean. The garbage, the sewage and the organic matter should be properly disposed of. Please mind it, it should be properly disposed of. Now also the manure, the food waste, the human excreta, dead animals should always be eliminated and made fly proof. Now we should use mostly electric fly screens and fly traps at our home to kill these houseflies. Those whose houses are having too many houseflies, they can use this to protect themselves from houseflies. And lastly, it comes sprays which we can spray around our house like DDT, malathion, etc., which are effective in housefly control. So this is how we can control. We can put nets to our houses, but it is not possible to put nets to our door always. We'll open and close, so within that time only these small things will come inside. So we should prevent and keep our surroundings clean to prevent ourselves from these deadly diseases. Now next vector, we'll move on to the next vector, that is mosquitoes. Now there are mainly three types of mosquitoes: Anopheles, Culex and Aedes. Okay, so the first thing we should know is the mosquito which is biting us, it always this one is the female mosquito, right? And what does the male mosquito do? The male mosquito, they'll suck nectar. Male mosquitoes, they suck nectar, they'll never suck blood. Okay, they suck nectar. And these female mosquito, they suck blood from human beings or from animals. So the male mosquitoes, they suck nectar. Now what are the diseases caused by these mosquitoes? We should know that, right? Common diseases we know: malaria, dengue, yellow fever, chikungunya. So these are all the common diseases. Just let us have a look in these things, because from the early childhood, this health and hygiene chapter we have been reading, and now it is a bit in details. Just go through it and refer your textbook also, go through it, then it will be very much clear. Then also, if you are having any queries, ask me, I will clear it up in the next part. Now what are the diseases caused by mosquitoes? Malaria, it is caused by Anopheles mosquitoes, and what is the causative agent? That is the Plasmodium vivax. Now filaria, which is caused by Anopheles as well as Culex mosquitoes, it is the agent is Wuchereria bancrofti. Now third comes the yellow fever, which is caused by Aedes aegypti, and the virus which causes this is the arbovirus. Last comes the dengue or the dengue, which is caused by Aedes aegypti mosquito, and the virus is arbovirus. Now what is the mode of transmission? The pathogens of these species are always spread when a mosquito is biting. So a female mosquito is biting the infected person. So it is biting the infected person and it is sucking the blood there, and this is going and biting another healthy person. So through biting only, they will be transmitted from one person to another. When such infected mosquito will bite a healthy person, so that germs will be introduced in the body through the saliva of the mosquito. Is it clear? So when the mosquito is biting an unhealthy person or a infected person, its saliva contains these type of causative agents, and it is going and biting the healthy person. It is being transmitted in this way. Now, how to control this deadly mosquitoes? We will keep our surroundings clean, destroy all their bleeding places, no stagnant water outside our house, no choking drains, everything should be clean and clear. And protection personally we can use mosquito repellents, we can use a fine mesh in our windows as well as doors, and we can use mosquito nets while sleeping. We can spray insecticides. There are several spraying things available for controlling mosquitoes, cockroaches and all. And mostly this malaria mosquitoes, they'll bite at night, night biting mosquitoes, whereas the Aedes and the Culex, these are all the Culex is a night biting mosquito and Aedes is a day biting mosquito. Aedes also causes yellow fever, dengue, chikungunya, so these are all deadly things. So we should keep our surroundings clean and keep ourselves protected from these mosquitoes. Now comes the last factor, that is the cockroach. Now let us see. Now these cockroaches are the most common in household. Now we everywhere now and then, mostly in the kitchen, in the bathrooms, we will see if they are not clean. And they feed on a great variety of materials such as cheese, water, bakery. They even eat books, they even eat our clothes, whatever is there. And these cockroaches, they live in damp and unsanitary places. They excrete and regurgitate the undigested food, and they spread filth all over the food products. And what we should do, we should control the cockroaches. First, we should know what are the diseases caused by these cockroaches. Now, let us see what are the diseases caused. Firstly, they cause dysentery, diarrhea. If the cockroaches, they vomit or they leave any filth on our plates, on our food, in our kitchen, might be it is unnoticed. We have not kept the washed the plate before using, so it may cause dysentery, diarrhea, food poisoning. At times, the excreta of or the what we can say, the skin cast of cockroaches, they contain number of allergens. These allergens, they causes skin rashes, watery eyes, and asthma and sneezing. So dysentery, diarrhea, and food poisoning are there, as well as these three things are also there. So these three things also are caused by cockroaches. So proper care should be taken. So we should maintain a proper sanitation, and we should clean our kitchen, store food in airtight containers, clean our bathroom and other areas of the houses properly. And the chemical control is insecticidal spraying or dusting of the cockroach bleeding places. It should be done. Now there are several nowadays in marketplace, we get so many things which they are demanding that they kill cockroaches. There are several chemicals also, so please use them and keep your surroundings clean and well sanitized. So is it clear to everyone, dear students? It is a very easy topic, just I had to complete it. A third part of health and hygiene I completed. Go through the full lesson. Any doubts, any queries, don't forget to write in my comment box. And in the next episode, I'll surely discuss with you all the doubts. I'll clear your doubts. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please do like and share my videos with your friends. Thank you.